And today, guys, you saw that title. Today, guys, I'm going to be talking about, it's pretty much a story time, but it's also kind of like a lesson learned that I want to share with you guys, okay? So before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. While I'm talking, I'm going to be eating my caprese salad. I don't know if you guys saw my live, I think it was my last live, where I made a quick caprese salad and I ate it. And it's just tomatoes, fresh mozzarella, basil, and some balsamic vinaigrette. So I'm gonna get a couple bites, and then we're gonna get into this story time. I love caprese salad. Let's get into it, you guys. So a couple days ago, my husband and I got into an argument, and it's a big deal to me because my husband and I hardly ever get into arguments. Now, it wasn't always like that. Like I told you guys before, back when we were in our addictions, we used to argue. We was gonna argue every day. Ever since we started binging on positive things, our communication has gotten better. Everything has gotten better, period. So the other day we got into an argument, okay? I made a joke about something, right? That we always laugh about, and it's pertaining him. This time he didn't laugh. He was a little annoyed about it, and he was like, you know, I don't even want to talk to you for the rest of the night. That's negative.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? We always laugh about this. Like, that's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, he's tripping. Like, he's really tripping because
we've been together for I don't know how long, and I've always made this joke about him, and he always laughed. So it really was like off-putting. Like, you
call me negative?
Like, that's one thing I hate to be called, is negative, because especially since I've been on my journey, like I try to be super positive. I always try to think positive. I always try to speak positively. And so I don't ever want anybody around me to feel like I'm negative. So that's like a jet. Like, you tell me that I'm negative, it's like a gut punch. So he's like, he goes in the IG room. He's like, I don't even want to talk to you for the rest of the night. And I'm like, are you kidding? I'm like in my room folding clothes, because you know when women get mad they start doing stuff, and I'm like, are you kidding? Is he seriously? Like, he must be cheating. Like, this is ridiculous. How are you just gonna make up an argument and then say that, you know, you're offended and I'm negative, and I'm about something that we always laughed about? I'm like puzzled, perplexed. I have no idea
why this man's acting like this. And I'm like, he must be in there talking to a girl. He must got a new girlfriend. He must.
Then I started thinking about it, and it was like a lesson for me. Just because someone didn't tell you sooner that something that you do bothers them doesn't mean it doesn't bother them. And so I had to respect his feelings. So that's what people have to do. Like, regardless of whether you think this is not a big deal, because it's not a big deal to you, right? My family, and don't mind this, you guys. Anyways, my family, like, we used to joke on each other, and that's just what we do. So when he, you know, was just like, you know, that bothered, that's the negative thing. I have to respect his opinion, because that's somebody that I love, and I don't want them to ever think that I'm a negative person, especially towards him. So I just had to realize that regardless of what your experience has been in your life and how you think that it's not a big deal, it is a big deal to this person. How they feel should matter to you. And if it doesn't, then you probably shouldn't be with that person. Men have feelings, you know, and a lot of times we dismiss them as women because they're men, you know. But you can be a masculine man, okay, and have feelings. And you can consider a man's feelings as a woman. You know, their feelings can be hurt, okay? They're the same feelings and emotions that you have, because they're human, okay? So as much as you want to be considered, and, you know, you want your love language to be catered to, you have to cater to what a man feels as well. So instead of making up things in your head as to why he's tripping, address yourself and say, you know what, I was wrong. Like, just because it's not a big deal to me, it's a big deal to him. So it is a big deal to me. And I'm not going to do that anymore because he finds it negative. I'm just not going to do that anymore. It's just that simple. You just have to respect each other and respect each other's wishes. And a lot of times people don't communicate effectively. Sometimes people don't communicate that those jokes bother me because they, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter how long they took to tell you. The fact that they let you know should be enough. So don't take defense. Don't be defensive immediately. Retain the information. Think about how you feel about the person. And then respect their decision because they've just given you a boundary. Okay? And so now, this is off limits. Now he's teaching me how to treat him, right? Just like we as women teach our men how to treat us, So you have to listen to his love language as well. So I just thought that was like a really good topic. Men and women, especially in the Black community. And that's usually who I'm speaking about because that's the only community that I can speak on because I'm in that community. But we need to reunite as Black men and women and be a little more empathetic and stop being selfish. And it goes back to the old saying, treat others how you want to be treated. And this happened probably the beginning of this week. It is now almost Friday. And I used to say this joke almost every day, okay? I used to, and he's like over it at this point. So you guys respect each other, love on each other, and listen to each other. And men, express your concerns, express your feelings, express your emotions, and the right woman will respect them, okay? That's all I had to say, you guys. I want to jump on this camera real quick and give y'all some knowledge, some stuff that I'm still learning. I'm still learning on my journey to be my higher self, my highest self, okay? I've definitely grown, but I have a lot more growing to do. And I'm sure you guys do too. So with that being said, binge on something positive today, you guys. And we'll see you in another video.